Good evening. This is Josh Castle, the Dungeon Master. Welcome to our game as we adventure into the land of Mallarend, or the normal races of D&D if not tread for generations, a place of mysterious origin, inhabited by a beast folk, who are as varied and numerous as the animals they resemble. This story is about a group of these people. We join them as they find their path in the chaos of war, as predators collide for survival and conquest. Will our heroes become another meal or casualties of war, or will they answer the call of the Beastlands? Remember to follow us on social media and Discord, as well as YouTube. Like and subscribe. Thank you.
So, I guess we can begin. Welcome back to the Beastlands, gathered friends. I am Josh Castle, and I'll be your dungeon master this evening and every evening. When we last left our heroes, it was a post-siege recovery. Most of the characters had taken extensive damage between their personal exploits in the catacombs beneath Noob's Luck and the ensuing battle when they got back to the surface and found it under siege by the Tusculi forces. The Rangers, Dirk and Dirtle, also known as the Trash Bandas, were maintaining a scouting route around the town, making sure that we weren't under imminent siege or any other nasty things happening, when they observed a couple of earth chimneys, for lack of a better term, that had appeared overnight. Or, well, not at the same time. But Toady had suggested that they stake it out overnight to see if anything happened during the darkness. Dirk, Turtle, and Toady went under the cover of darkness and attempted to hide, watching and waiting, when a creature most terrible appeared out of the chimney. Covered in tendrils, with a light hue, eyeless, with great wings that double as monstrous forearms. It spotted a scent from Dirk, who rolled a magical 8 on his stealth check as it took off into the air. That is where we left off.
So basically, after they walk out and they've been gone for about 3 to 5 minutes, I walk up to Les and just sit next to him and kind of look down, almost, I guess, defeated, and I just say, "I must apologize for what you saw earlier. I have a confession to make."
Oh. Spill your sins. I will listen.
There
You're
was from Catholicism. There's a reason I have become a pacifist. I wasn't always like this. I was actually a great warrior back in the day, but I often let my rage get the best of me. For you see, when I was younger, I saw the Tusculi kill many of my folk, and so, in a rage, I fought them. I killed them all, but I also killed many of my own people, and that is when I vowed to never pick up the sword again. But unfortunately, circumstances have thrust themselves upon me.
I see. This recent battle must have been hard on you. Rage.
It was. And you
Rage
saw
can be
me.
a tough thing. Tough to control. You must never let it get the better of you. You already know what will happen.
Yes, and that was why I trust you to keep me in check. If you ever see me go crazy like that again, try to snap me out of it, please.
I can do what I can.
I appreciate it, and I don't like opening up to people very much, but there's just something about you. Your kindness or gentleness or something. I don't know.
Weird. Back in my village, I was always the odd one out. Always tending to the shrines.
Well,
What happened in your village, mister? A
My
small
village.
child suddenly appearing at your shoulder says, "Why aren't you there anymore?"
My village. We were once a group of nomads, until we found a nice place to settle down, but unfortunate circumstances made us return to our once nomadic life. So, not so bad. Going from place to place. Though, you do tend to miss home.
You're gonna miss it here.
It's a shame. Maybe one day you might be able to return.
Allies will find what we need to restore balance.
We'll do what we can.
We must try.
I believe someone said something about shooting an arrow.
Did shoot an arrow at it.
Okay. So how did that arrow go?
I don't know.
Let's find out together.
So I'm so terrified.
You can't do this, Dick. I'm sorry.
Freeze? Was that me?
I got a 14.
Oh, 14. Okay, so let me pull up this creature's character sheet once more. And also elect to remove it from your journals. 14 glances off of his scaly hide.
Arrows don't hurt it. Arrows don't hurt it.
We're doomed!
You just gave away our position, you idiot.
Kind of deciding what to do after he's been shot with an arrow.
It is going to fly by your location.
You sound so far away. I guess he really flew by our location.
Yeah.
The voice over the sky went away too.
I'm still. What? You guys can't hear me anymore?
Oh, no, we could. You were just far away.
Okay, so my audio is having problems, is what you're saying?
Now you're fine. Not now. It sounds.
Yeah, it's better now.
Okay. Weird. Anyway, it is going to fly by Dirk's tree, and it's going to breathe a black cone of toxic gas rolling out from its. Go ahead and give me a Constitution saving throw, Dirk.
No.
Yeah, he fails with a 5. Okay. So first off, you take 10 points of poison damage as this gas consumes you. The leaves on the tree fall dead around you, and you are poisoned. You are going to be poisoned until take a long or a short rest. Indeed. So, I guess, what's the plan, guys? Should I have you roll initiative, or are we gonna try and break and run? And do like a chase sequence?
Yeah, Dirk at this point is going to start running, and he's like,
Doodle, we gotta go. This thing's mad.
I'll run down the tree and say, yep, I don't know what you're gonna do here, Mr. Manus Man, but I think we're gonna run.
Which direction?
Turns out Noob's luck has found its way to us.
What'd you say, Jacob?
Which direction? Where do we run?
Yeah, that's a good question. Are you guys running to town or away from town?
Try to run for a mile.
Which direction? If we run back to town, we risk. Oh. Are we on the west side of town? I forgot where we are.
You're on the northeast side of town. Went
The
back
northeast.
and rewatched the last 30 minutes of our last episode.
Well, if we go east anymore or southeast, we're gonna run into that wasp hive. I'd rather not.
Mhm.
Say we
Um,
continue north.
We can go north, try to evade it.
If there's any caves as we're coming across,
Okay.
it's probably where we're gonna hide if it's small enough to where big old lizard can't follow behind. Or however big this thing is.
So the team breaks and runs, dashing into the woodland to the north. You hear a roar and the great flapping of wings as it seems to be in pursuit.
During the chase itself, what I would like to do, just to see if it will work, as we're running, I'd like to kind of cut off a little piece of my cape and throw it down and cast minor illusion of my terrible looking image of self just to see if it'll go for that and try to stop it. And the scent should be there too, so that should. Oh no. That way it kind of gives me a system of like how well its eyesight and all that is compared to its scent.
Mm-hmm. You are trying to distract it with your scent and appearance. Okay, that'll be the first check. Go ahead and give me a check of some kind.
Uh,
Hold on.
survival? Maybe? Nature?
Yeah, so I'll take survival.
Unless you want to do deception, which technically is what it is.
I could see the argument for that. You could do either one.
Okay.
My first charisma roll of the game.
It's gonna be just oh my. You know what? You might just want to stop.
So you rip your cloak free and you toss it and you say, "Go get it! That's me over there! Go get it!" And it doesn't seem to be buying it. That's a fail. It crashes through the top of the tree layer and mere feet ahead of your progress and breathes a cone of destruction. Constitution saving throw for the party.
I would like to point out that my character chose to sleep because stealth wasn't really their thing
Yeah.
last session.
I meant the party that is
Oh
present.
gosh.
Oh no.
Oh, jeez.
Why are these rules so bad? What?
Oh, finally.
Actually, Calvin, you're supposed to be rolling with disadvantage.
Ah.
I'm realizing you are poisoned, and now so is Dirtle. However,
9.
okay, okay, all of you fail. You are all considered poisoned, and you take 14 points of poison damage. Would anyone like to try anything else as you go stumbling through this black cloud and emerge coughing and sputtering? Your vision is a little bit blurry. Who else would like to try a tactic of evasion?
Well, I have two options. We could either beg it to stop chasing us. I said 2. We got 3. Not move at all. That's number 2. Or number 3, we break off into separate directions.
Scatter.
Then we play dead.
2 would get away, 1 would not. Unless they did, and we didn't know it.
Cody, you hear him talking about this as you guys are running through the forest. What's your input?
I say we scatter. How much health do you guys have? My
I'm
max
doing
is
pretty bad.
24, so
Like awful. Like I'm about to die.
yeah, scatter. I'm down to scatter.
So,
I will gladly go east, and I would suggest someone go southwest and the other go west. And as I say this, I pull out my bow and I try to shoot it.
okay. Give me that attack roll.
Why is this bad?
Be too late to
14.
say I join in with that.
Go ahead.
Oh,
Wow,
gosh.
we're really bad.
Your
Ow.
arrows seeming to have no impact on its flexible stone-colored hide. It, however, notices each of you and has to make a decision. Who is going what direction?
I'm going west.
I'm gonna go southwest.
Take the last one.
Oh wait, I said I'm going east.
So,
So Dirk is going west, Toady is going southwest, and I'm going east.
okay. So, goes east. It breaks away from the other two of you. It's a good 12 seconds before you hear it roar further away than it was. However, Ethan, or should I say Dirtle, what do you want to do? This thing can fly. It doesn't have to zigzag, and it seems to be jumping.
Oh, was that the end?
It was jumping something.
It's
Jumping.
Oh, charades! I love charades, and I can't even see what they're doing.
What a
Okay,
cliffhanger.
5 words. Movie.
God has left us.
Oh, song.
Let's play a little game. No.
Wait, so do paladins essentially just pray to the DM?
Yes, you will have to pray to me at some point. Religious.
He's
Anyway, sorry about my internet connection problems. Girdle, what's the plan?
Okay, so as I'm running away, I'm looking for any kind of little hollows that maybe I can dive into, and or spots in a tree that I can disappear into and disguise myself as whatever I'm hiding in.
Okay. So, vision's a little blurry, your steps are a little wobbly. Look around for anything. Give me that check with this.
Okay, so it said I'm a little wobbly, and then give me that check at it. That's all I heard.
God damn it.
I'm really poisoned, aren't I? Dang it.
Yeah, you are. You can't even hear me. No, it's give me that check with disadvantage. You were poisoned.
Survival? Or what would that be?
That would be perception.
Oh. Whoops, hold on. That
One
didn't.
more.
Just roll another one.
Oh, okay.
Nice.
All right.
Well, look at you.
Look at that trash panda.
Look at that, guys.
So you're running along this forest trail, and to the right of you drops off a good 15 path keeps going, and there's kind of like a root barrier, kind of like Lord of the Rings, you know, when they're fucking hiding from the ring wraith underneath the roots, right?
I've
So
never seen that movie Voice in the Sky. You'll have to show it to me sometime when I'm not about to die.
yeah, for sure. Some other time. Anyway, you drop down and go ahead and give me a stealth check. Disadvantage.
Oh, gosh dang it.
Okay. So.
Oh,
give me
if it
just-
makes any... Sorry, no, keep going. I changed my mind.
What? No. If you have an advantage to use, you.
No, I was gonna do something, but then if I do that, I'm not gonna have anything, so, nope.
Okay, fair. So, yeah, he's gonna come crashing down from a good. Well, it's hard to tell because you're hiding, but it sounds like he's a good 50. You can hear him sniffing around, stomps towards you, pulse quickens, launch back into the cracks, branches being. Am I getting through? You guys can hear this, right?
It's as crackly as these branches.
It's like it's cracking, the branches are cracking, everything's cracking.
It seems like he's put a lot of effort into this, but what?
I mean, at this point, I'm just kind of like, "Hey, Doodle, what's up?"
Okay. What was the last thing that I said clearly?
The tree's branches were snapping, and he's getting closer, and we could hear him, and he's sniffing.
Okay, yeah. All right. So, yeah, he's sniffing, and you hear him stomping around, and then you hear him with a large impact hitting a tree and jumping off. You hear his sounds disappear.
I stay here, and I wait.
Okay. So, one thing of note is your perception the way it was. You see maybe 15 feet away from you while you're sitting there hiding around or leaning against one of the giant trees in this area is the form of a crushed Tusculi warrior.
As much as I'm highly tempted to take that thing, gut it, and then run around in a Tusculi uniform, I'm not doing it. I am going to wait until I see daylight and then try my best to run all the way back to town.
Very well. What about the other two?
I kind of circle around back to Dirtle because I couldn't leave him out here alone.
Okay, give me a survival check to try and find him or track him, I should say. Jacob or Toady, what about you?
I continued south to go till.
Okay. 17. Yeah, that's going to beat out his stealth by a lot.
Dirtle!
Why am I having such a big problem right now? Give me that check with disadvantage, please. You're poisoned.
Internet connections. Pray to Odin. He
You're-
give you the knowledge.
You're
He'll give you a
poisoned
better
and he's
modem.
gone.
Motherfucker.
He
Hello?
rolled that disconnect check and was successful.
Yeah. Very nice. Hilarious. No, you're poisoned.
So you lose about 3 followers from your stream. That gives you 2 followers to fix with. This gives you a watch time of 30 minutes. Subtract 0.2 from your total scores.
I mean, we could take this out in
Now a
editing.
level 2 YouTuber.
You know, I mean, I'm not even a level 1 YouTuber.
No, yeah, you're poisoned to shit, man. Your vision's
Thank you for
blurry.
a
You're
passive
stumbling.
skill of banning someone who will not stop
Roll,
talking.
roll survival again.
Who, me?
Yeah,
Yes.
you're poisoned. You make rolls with disadvantage.
I not hearing anybody?
Apparently. Can you got everyone else hear me?
Hold on.
Yeah.
Yes.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Okay, everybody's here. I can't hear Josh.
Oh, well, that's awesome.
Oh, well, I'll relay the message. I can't tell you whether or not it'll be accurate, but
Hold
He-
on. Let me.
He said you're poisoned. Roll at disadvantage. Roll survival.
he said the dragon has suddenly appeared before you.
One moment.
Give me that second survival check, sir. Can you hear me? He still can't hear me, can he?
No, I can't. I can't hear the
Oh,
critical
dang.
roll of
Okay.
survival I just did.
Well,
Even though it's a 17, technically.
Yeah, with disadvantage, but that's pretty good. So, yeah, you find tracks, and you see where the dragon landed and was tearing up the ground, and you see a broken tree, and you find Dirtle's tracks, and they seem to have jumped off a ledge.
Turtle.
The sun's starting to come up at this point, and yeah, Dirtle, you hear your brother.
is there a way that I can emerge from behind the tree to where he can't see me coming out of the tree?
What?
Okay, is there a spot where that's opposite from where I heard the voice, where I can come out of the tree?
Oh, to try and like sneak around. I
Well,
don't
what I
know. Give
want
me
to
a
do.
stealth check.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, that's pretty good since my
With
passive.
disadvantage.
Oh,
Yeah, we say that.
Okay. I mean, yeah, you're going to beat out his passive, so you hear his voice, and your immediate thoughts go to prank. Like, no matter how sick or scared you are, you're just like, oh, time to prank Turtle, or time to
Dirt.
prank.
Okay, so I go over to the crushed Tusculi thing, and I try to put my body up under it.
You go to
And
approach Fresh Skuli with shenanigans in mind, and it opens up into a gruesome battlefield that was hidden on the other side of the tree line. You see mangled and decapitated corpses, along with some that are singed and blown apart. And these are corpses of Tusculi and of rabbit folk.
well, I try to hide under this one that I see to my horror, and I try to put my body up under it if I can.
Stealth check, yeah, you can.
So do another stealth.
No, you're good.
disadvantage.
Okay. So I hide myself under that, and then I'm going to try to play off as if, wow, okay, that's not going to work. I'm going to play that off as I'm just going to start screaming, Doodle, Doodle. I can't feel my legs.
Derek immediately starts running towards Turtle. What do you mean you can't feel your legs? Where are you?
I can't. I'm over here. And the more I keep saying it, I keep moving my legs, and my tail is going crazy under this Tusculi body.
Turtle,
So here we-
you go running down to see your brother underneath the Tosculi warrior that seems to be crushed and broken. And you see this battlefield that I described with dismembered and destroyed rabbit folk and Tosculi.
I'm helping Dirtle up, I just like check him out. At the same time, go. What happened while you were gone? Did a huge battle happen? How were you part of this? What did you do?
I made a bad bet.
This is the worst.
Actually, I don't know.
This.
I don't know in reality. I just came upon this and I'm a little concerned.
We're gonna be wanted men. We're gonna be
do any-
wanted men again.
Do any of these rabbits look familiar to us?
Yeah.
Okay, which ones?
What do you want me to do? Point at them?
Yeah. I want to see you pointing without you pointing.
I'm pointing.
Big
Right now.
finger out of the sky goes, and that's Sam, and that's Bob.
That one. No, you. I mean, at first inspection, you do see like a head and a part of a torso, of a female rabbit folk child that you remember playing in the flower gardens outside of the Hare's Breath Inn.
This just got messed up, man. This just got messed up. For Dirk.
Do we see the elder hair anywhere or something that looks like him?
You can give me an investigation check.
Would that be with disadvantage?
Honestly, I
Absolutely.
would do that with a normal roll if I'm just gonna help.
Oh yeah, sure. I was gonna say if you both want to make the check, but if you want to make one roll, then yes, the help action is a thing.
My investigation's a 1, so if yours is any
Mine is
better,
5.
Okay.
It's 5. 16.
Not bad.
Not bad at all. You do not find the elder Hare. He doesn't seem to have been a part of this group. And you are noticing that this couldn't have been the full force that attacked the town. It must have been a group that hadn't met up with the main force yet. And you notice that these creatures were taken apart by forces of magic that you've never encountered, along with something big and heavy, and maybe like a large axe or perhaps a great sword. You're not quite sure. And some sort of sorcery. You guys aren't very familiar with sorcery, but you know that like fire and lightning and shit like that doesn't occur naturally outside of a storm.
Dirk, I think we should go back. I have a feeling there was a great slaughter here, but I'm not sure.
Think we should bury the bunnies?
I think we should come back and bury them, unless... Can we loot the bodies and see if we can find anything?
Turtle, no. Bad you. Bad
I'm
you.
poisoned. I don't know if we're gonna make it back in one piece. What are you at? Like -1 HP?
Suppose we could try to loot the Tusculi. Leave the bunnies alone.
Where are my
Well,
bunny
the
bunnies?
Tusculi aren't carrying any gear or
Oh, how
clothing
fortunate.
or weapons. The bunnies are mostly carrying, clothing that has been ruined by their wounds. You don't seem to find anything of value here.
Alright,
I guess we're going back wounded.
let's go.
At least you're
Before
going
another
back.
one of those things come out.
All right, so you start making your way back towards town. Toady, you would have arrived by now and told the rest of them what you're dealing with. How's that go?
Well, I'd also like to say I suggest at night that the population of the town sleep in the catacombs so that they're hopefully out of danger. Okay, when we were fighting all those skeletons down there, was there more that we didn't go to? Was there a wall that we just stopped at?
There was more of that you guys didn't go to.
Yeah, so I don't know if it's safe, so never mind. I would not like to suggest that.
Well, the rabbit folk, Junior Hare being the representative, he says, well, we've taken a vote. It seems like we're going to go ahead and move west over into the bear country. See if we can petition for work until our land is safe again, if such a time were to come. There's too many dangers now that our protections are gone. So many predators. Now dragons. Tusculi have been ignoring us for generations. This is just... But listen, you're my only hope. If you do manage to bring some sort of peace to these lands again, let me know and I'll do anything in my power to reward you. But if not, I completely understand. This is a lot.
Alright, I'd like to talk to the party and ask if we'd like to escort them, or if we want to stay here and keep trying to figure out what's going on and if we can fix it.
Yeah. All right, so yeah, that goes into the night, and in the morning, Dirk and Dirt will return. A little worse for wear, and you can manage a rest, and the poison condition will lift. You don't have to worry about being poisoned anymore. And I'd like the party to advance to level 4, please.
In the advancement, I relay everything that I saw. I even relay the sad little story of, you remember the little flower girl, the one who stood southwest when we first entered into Noob's Luck. She was wearing a very polka dotted dress, and it was cute and adorable. She was the best bunny ever any father could ever ask for. And yeah, I found her almost decapitated. But I tell her more relevant information about a battle, and it doesn't look like something we fought quite yet. I think there's something else active in these woods.
Didn't do it.
Whatever caused Noob's Luck to fall upon such tragedy, let us hope it doesn't happen again, and that the survivors may be able to live on, seek out better prospects.
Wait, so we rested and so my health points are back?
Yeah.
Okay.
And you have recovered sufficiently from your wounds that you think you're in fighting shape again.
Okay.
So there's that. And I would like everyone to please level up to level 4.
Is this where we still do the your roll for HP, or is this where we go to standard?
Oh yeah,
You're gonna roll for HP.
Okay.
Okay.
How do you do that?
Got a 1.
It's
Oh.
in.
Roll the 1.
Calvin did.
So in your character sheet, when you're selecting between like bio and spells and things like that, the gear, click on that, and then very important, scroll all the way down to the bottom, and there will be launch Charactermancer plus, and there'll be one that says like launch Charactermancer level 1. Do not click the level 1. Click the level plus. Level 1 will reset your character back to level 1, or just a new character entirely.
Well, as I found out, it'll just revert it to... It'll like keep his race and class settings, but yeah, it'll remove all this shit from being a higher level. Level 4, you're going to have the choice between choosing to increase your stats by 2, or a stat by 2, or 2 stats by 1, whatever, or getting a feat. If you have any questions on the feats, I'm sure the whole group would be willing to chime in, Jacob, or anyone really. For you, Jacob, I kind of have a suggestion.
Go ahead.
There's a feat called Slasher. It's in Tasha's Cauldron of Everything. And since that's your base damage type instead of bludgeoning for a monk. It increases your strength and dexterity by 1. You would choose dexterity. And once per turn, when you hit a creature with an attack that deals slashing damage, like your claws, you can reduce their speed by 10 feet until the start of your next turn. And when you score a critical hit that deals slashing damage to a creature, you grievously wound it. Until the start of your next turn, the target has disadvantage on all attack rolls.
Okay. But I'll ask, my astral arms are still blunt force?
Oh, they're force, not blunt.
Oh, yeah, they're force.
But yeah, you're right.
Yeah, okay.
That's a thing. I forgot.
That's going to be my main attack style later, so I'm not sure.
Yeah, you're right. You're right. I forgot you were an astral monk.
Yeah, so
Such a good DM.
Oh, what? Yeah. At 6th level, I can see in the dark finally. Oh, damn it! So Polly's gonna figure it out for me.
You can see in the dark? What?
Yeah, 6th level. I scrolled too far. I was reading, but astral sight. You can see normally in darkness,
Gotcha.
both magical and non-magical.
Yeah, that's good stuff. But yeah, you got 2 more levels for that one.
So Josh, when it comes to cantrips, I can't swap those out like I would other cleric spells, right?
Let's see. I can't remember if Tasha's lets clerics do that or not. There was a thing. Cleric optional class features. Additional cleric spells.
Fourth level cleric feature.
Cantrip versatility, 4th level cleric feature. Yes, whenever you reach a level in this class that grants the ability score improvement feature, you can replace one cantrip you learned from this class's spellcasting feature with another cantrip from the cleric spell list.
Well, then I would like to replace Sacred Flame with Word of Radiance.
Cool. AoE radiance damage. Good stuff.
And then so does that replace the cantrip I would get? It doesn't, right?
No, it does not. It replaces an old one.
So with my character, when we started, I originally said like it might be interesting if I try and do less of a healing cleric, but what are the? I'm fine if we want to do like hard rules, like I can't take things like spare the dying, or healing word. Maybe I have to learn like a spell from another cleric.
I'm not enforcing these rules on you. This is the character that you wanted to play. So you tell me. I know you don't want to be a healing bot. You know what I mean? So I had suggested just not taking any healing spells and being a badass war cleric. But if you want,
taking something like spare the dying might be good. Which isn't exactly healing.
It's not exactly healing.
But I don't think a cleric of Thor would exactly be able to. I mean, maybe. I could spin it that way. I was also thinking we could do something where I have to learn a healing spell from another cleric. If I run into one, they might be able to teach me how to properly use my divine magic in order to aid others and heal them.
Could be a thing.
Could be interesting. Up to you. If you wanted to do something like that. I think I'm going to try and play hard on the No healing spells, though. I think. Might be fun.
What about Dirk and Dirtle? You guys know what you're taking?
Not exactly. I'm looking up some certain feats here.
Yeah. Choose carefully. These aren't things that I'll generally let you replace once chosen. And you never know what's going to be useful in the Beastlands. If you're really bad at something, you might want to take an ability or a score improvement or feat to counterbalance that. Like maybe if you suck at all perception checks, maybe you'll take the perceptive feat. I don't know.
Oh,
It's just
you know my characters are never that perceptive.
well, you're a ranger.
I never said I was good at my job.
Is it though? Who's gonna hire you?
Goblins.
All right. I'm gonna go and smoke. I'll be back in 15.
Really quickly, I just noticed a spell called Call a Roggenwolf.
Oh yeah, that's a thing.
That sounds pretty cool. That allowed?
Um, how do you spell that?
Uh, Roggen Wolf.
This looks. What fucking level spell is that?
That is a level 2. It does not summon one. It says that I can get information about locations, prey, and I might be able to persuade it to attack a particular creature or howl at a particular location. So it's not like I straight up get a familiar or something like that, but it's like it
So if
knows.
there's a Roggen Wolf within 5 miles,
Yeah,
call
then
it to you.
and I can
And
ask it things. Kind of like an on-demand local guide.
um, yeah, sure, if that's what you want.
It might be a thing that happens.
Let me know.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, don't even let me know. Just let me know when you use it or if you use it.
Okay.
But I will say that any spell that you find in the compendium on Roll20 is from books that I have purchased. That is including not only, like Tasha's Guide and Xanthar's and all that fun stuff, but also like the Tome of Beasts and Creature Codex. And some of that came with spells and stuff that are permissible. I'll allow them.
Yeah, I was just making sure because I was like, that sounds pretty cool.
And
Can I
if
do it?
somebody wants to gift me the deep magic from Kobold Press, we can use spells from that too. But I'm not ready to buy it on Roll20 yet. But it's got a bunch of extra spells and like blood magic and other cool stuff in there.
Which one is it?
Deep magic. Kobold Press.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, it's got some extra features for players and stuff and DMs. Look at me setting up an ad for the Kobold Press. Anyway, I'll be back.
Oh yeah, there we go. I think we have blood magic now. I just looked up cleric and there's a new thing Or it says DM, so I'm assuming that stands for Deep Magic.
Okay, that's sent your way.
Cool. Thank you very much.
There's so many good feats here.
Oh,
I've only
there
got
are.
2.
I mean, unfortunately, the obvious one I should be picking here is Observant. That way it'll give me a +5 to my passive wisdom and intelligence scores.
You're a ranger, right?
Yeah, most of my stuff's wisdom, which
Mhm.
is my lowest score.
I remember there being. Oh, whoops.
But I wouldn't know how to do a skill that raises it up by 2 instead of just 1.
I mean, instead of taking a feat, you could just ability score pump those points into wisdom.
Well, I mean, it gives me that little boost I need temporarily. So it'll give me a +1 to my wisdom score, but it'll also give me +5 on my perception and +5 on my investigation. So I'll be a way better ranger.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, seems pretty good. Is there something else you want to take?
I was trying to think of like elven accuracy and things like that, just to be a more deadly archer. Which there was one that I was kind of wanting that you could be lightly obscured, but the arrow won't give away your position.
Oh, yes. I know that one.
And the piercer one, if you do an attack roll that you don't like, you can re-roll it
Mm.
as long as you're doing a piercing type attack. And I was like, oh gosh. Or I was thinking of bountiful luck. So each round, if I don't use my reaction,
Mhm.
if anybody rolls a 1, I can automatically change that to whatever, and I constantly
I
refresh
always,
that every round.
I
It's
always
a half
was thinking of that one.
specific.
Castle, you may want to check your books that you have access to.
Why?
I don't know. Check and find out.
What? What are you talking about?
We've opened a new dimension.
A new list of spells we have access to.
Oh,
Mm-hmm.
fuck yeah.
A gift from me and whoever else has decided to pitch in.
You're a boss. Okay, so yeah. I'm not going to read through that right now, but I will.
No, you've got time.
Yeah, I was fixing to say, I'm still picking spells.
I mean, make sure they're ranger spells.
I think it lets me do ranger spells.
I've added a new Dirtle dimension to this game. I am now a bard.
Oh,
A
What?
bard ranger.
You're a bard ranger?
multi-class.
Yes.
Oh, jeez.
Ask him what his instrument is.
Yeah.
I play the fruit box.
Fruit box.
Also known as drums.
You're a percussionist. Okay.
Additional
Very
fruits.
goblin.
So, never mind.
What's up, Alagos?
Nothing. Did you see the message I sent you?
Oh, no.
I redid the logo a little bit. I don't know if.
Oh, yeah. Hey, thank you. I'm going to forward that one to Jacob.
I'll also post it in the Discord then.
Oh, for sure. Jacob, instead of the Lost in the Beastlands logo, you edit it for the Call of the Beastlands.
All right.
It's a wasp with a different font and thorns. I don't get it. Someone died from a bear, and then the bear died too, and I don't get it. They're all dead.
It's meant to be like an illusion type thing. Like, what if the beasts evolved from people, or the beast will evolve into people, or like that's what I was going for.
A land of animorphs.
Go get your bear form.
That's really cool.
What'd you take, Algos?
Your money. I just took the piercer feat.
Sure.
Thinking back to my olden days, I was relearning some things with my blade, so it's sharper. Which, while they're still doing their thing, can we do like a?
So everyone on the left.
I finished in the middle of that.
Wait in the trash, Panda.
We're talking about you
we're
too,
talking
Dave.
about you. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, don't look at us. We can see
Uh-huh.
your eyes.
Don't act like
little.
you're
You're
good.
muted. We can't hear you. So that was all vanity.
Look, I'm done. I'm done. I've been done.
And snap back to reality.
All right. So
Gravity.
well, what's the plan, guys? Essentially, you're meeting back rested, and you got your round table situation going up. Like, these are the facts. Um, show me that good character interaction. What does everyone?
Is this?
Oh yeah. No, yeah. You start.
All I was going to say, is this a short rest or a long rest?
Long.
Okay, 4 letters either way.
Okay,
Can I
and
gag? Awesome.
Someone draw that.
I know. Control your rage.
I'm sorry.
Where we actually paid? I guess I should look at the loot notes. Yeah, did they actually pay us that gold for protecting the village? I think I remember them attempting to go around and collect. Or did they say they weren't able to?
Well, there was a treasure stash. I just couldn't remember if I'd given it to you.
Yeah, so far we have. There was the loot we found in the doctor's home, that necklace. There's and the loot. Well, we found 2 bits of treasure in the doctor's place: the gems from the first raid and the necklaces from the second, and all the stuff we got from the. That's all I have written down.
Well,
did we get the flecks of obsidian from them?
No, the flecks of obsidian were in the doctor's house.
It's in the little box.
Yeah, there were 2 bottles of vodka, 20 gems worth 10 gold, a ruby, 20 flecks of obsidian worth 10 gold, and 5 sapphires worth 100 gold.
plus a bunch of embalming fluid.
Oh, plus a bunch of embalming fluid. I didn't know we kept that.
Well, you didn't, but I was just saying. That's the only other thing that was there.
I'll write it there just because somebody probably snatched it.
And whatever happened to that blood elemental in a jar?
That
Did they
is
take
in
that
the
off our hands?
Yeah, I presented. I can't remember what happened after
No.
I presented it to the new guy.
I believe that Polly had suggested that you guys drown.
I don't think we've decided on that just yet.
Yeah,
Probably is a smart thing in case that thing ever breaks from a fall.
which is, from what you guys can tell, probably what happened to the good doctor.
Mm-hmm. Might be interesting keeping the thing around, but we don't really have a safe way to hold it. Unless Polly were to somehow make a break-proof container, but he is not here. Polly. Yeah. So yeah, besides that, we haven't actually gotten paid. I don't know if they have the ability to pay us.
Yeah, so there is something from Bowser. They collected his partner's bow. It is a longbow. His partner perished in the attack. And it was very well crafted. And it has designs on it of dog faces, canine, faces. It's dark wood.
Is it magic?
And no, is it?
I cast detect magic on it.
Oh, yeah, magic.
Oh my. I don't know that. I'd rather not.
But that's not all.
Okay.
There's also there was a pair of short swords that were recovered for you. And in a ancient dust-covered chest that they pulled out of the Elder Rabbit's home, you're presented with a large number of cheap gems. There's peridot, agate, and some more obsidian flakes. And altogether, you're looking at Owen Jasper. 2,500 gold pieces worth of gems in that chest. Short swords are magic too.
So are we just putting this in the loot notes for
Yeah.
now?
Yeah. Before we continued, I was going to have us divvy up gold and any items.
Okay.
In the past, we didn't really have a good system for we don't exactly have an item for everybody, so should some people get more gold or less gold? But I feel like gold and gems being pretty equal, and just whoever wants dibs on the items has dibs on the items, and if you dispute over it, then that's yourselves.
I'll bypass gold for the bow.
Well, once we all, get the loot written down, everything, a couple things in mind, and then I'll let everybody know.
As far as items, there is let's see, there's a lot of embalming fluid. A necklace that is the periapt of proof against poison, and the earrings of +1 protection. The bow, that is magic of some kind, it needs to be properly identified. 2 short swords, which is magic of some kind, it needs to be properly identified. A lightning bolt spell. There are rings/bracelets, which allow you to dig through solid stone if you can't dig in the first place. And a potion of stone giant strength, potion of warding bond as well.
Well, I'm just gonna put down here the only things I'm interested in is the necklace or the poison, since I am frontlines and we're going up against a poisonous enemy. And then I do have interest in the 2 short swords, depending on, if nobody else wants it and what they do and all that.
If I remember correctly, Polly's grandmother was kind of in the area, so we could potentially make a detour down there and have her check him out.
We could.
I don't know. Sure.
That gold might take anyways.
And then I will figure out the even gold distribution for everybody.
And I think the digger things obviously go to Shay's character.
Yeah.
Because I think she's the only one who can dig, right?
Yeah, you do an item specifically for that.
Identified in time for her to use it. Okay. But anyway, yeah, you can go and approach the swamp where Grandma Toad lives and ask her politely to identify stuff for you. One short sword is, well, first off, it's worth noting that metal weapons and armors are relatively rare. There aren't that many blacksmiths that aren't in the major cities, and these are metal, right? And one of them is smithed with great craftsmanship to look like flowing wind. Like it's a steel cloud or draft wind, and the pommel carries a light blue stone in it. The other one, it is made of black metal and is much less well adorned, but it has a very good balance. So she goes to identify these things, and she tells you, "Well, this wind's short sword is it allows you to cast a spell once per day, Zephyr Strike. You must attune yourself to the blade and use it. However, it's a burst of speed and power. You may find useful. And this other one, it has a vicious enchant on it. It makes your critical hits do more damage. D6, in fact.
How much?
D6. It's a vicious short sword. What else is being identified?
This
Bow.
dog bow.
Oh, yes. The this is new. Someone very close ties to nature. This bow can be used to summon hounds once per day. Hold on a second.
They attack first possum, I see.
Yeah, only possums.
I don't want to.
Those are the ones for the risk.
So whoever gets that can use some beast once per day from Lush's calls and everything. At its base level, and its base setting is to summon a dog or a hound using the bestial spirit stat block.
So just one.
Yeah, it's because it's not actually a dog; it's a bestial spirit. It takes the form of a dog. That's once per day. This, yeah, must be attuned by a druid or ranger. So
Strike was also once per day, right?
correct.
Okay, cool. Thank you. Okay. So the even party gold would be everyone gets 600 gold, including Polly. I think it's obvious that Polly should get lots of digging.
Yeah, go and hold on to that for him.
So I'll just put.
Right now, he's actually at his grandmother's cottage tinkering.
So we just leave those behind.
Yeah, like when she plays with us next, go and give that to her so she can write it down.
What's
the plan, guys? I mean, you need to divvy your loot, obviously, but
do we want to roll and just do that in turn order based on rolls?
Yeah, I'm setting up a nice way so that you guys can all see the items. Should be done in just a second.
Say, is that going to be on the journals? Notes.
See. Josh still has chips, it says. I wonder who did that.
What did you do?
If you look at the note at the top, it says Josh still has chips.
That was not me, I promise.
Makes me want to look at all the notes and see if there's other hidden messages.
You're hilarious, Sterling.
Okay, so I don't know. Let's just save changes. I don't know if it just updated for you guys.
Yeah, it did.
Yep. So you see current pile at the very bottom. Those are all the items.
So yeah, if that necklace poison thing definitely give that to whoever's front line for sure.
I think Galagos wanted it.
Now, who wants the earrings?
I do, Toady.
Jody.
I was gonna say you might want the or no, you don't use Vince.
Exactly. It's like hands in my astral arms.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I would
Probably give him a stone giant strength or something, because if he's just using his arms, I mean, like, bam.
Yeah, we can also just decide certain people get certain items if we want to do it like that. I don't feel
do you want one Souls List?
bad.
Or
That's what I was thinking.
because I was thinking like about the Zephyr Strike, because I mean, it would allow me to get out of sticky situations or to get into sticky situations quicker.
I see.
Because I do have a bow, so if I'm range, I can, use it
Get
on a
out.
bow and then use that speed to close the gap.
Mm-hmm.
So we'll say, may speed change to 40? I'm making 40 normal, just like normal and 80 dashing, or is it still
Right.
60 dashing?
Yeah.
Maybe.
And like
Yeah.
with a key point, you can go like 120.
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
exactly. That's what I was thinking.
You fast.
Now I am a spellcaster. So casting spells is normally what I like to do with my turn.
Well, just for, I guess, future reference, I will be a dual wielder at some point.
Mm-hmm. In that case,
yeah.
that vicious short sword would also be great on you. I am personally interested in potentially the lightning bolt. I don't know if I can even use it though.
What is your cleric subclass?
It's Tempest. I'm the Tempest.
Yes, you can.
I can? That is awesome.
That's on your added spells for your fucking class.
Oh, I
I mean,
get
lightning is your whole thing, so.
I don't think I get lightning bolt. I get cold lightning.
Calling?
Mhm.
I'm gonna say
like-
yes.
Okay, cool.
God said yes.
What level spell is lightning bolt anyway?
So,
So does anybody want the second sword, or?
I
I'm
can't use
take
it with
both, but
nobody
I don't
else.
want. Okay.
Yeah. If
Yeah, I would. I was going to say I would outfit our frontliners before worrying about the back ends, because
the thing is, we have long.
again, character.
I didn't close that. Oh.
Say again, character.
nobody was using their voices. So
I'm just staring at this piece of wood. There's a piece of dust on the top of it, and I don't like it.
My apologies. I went to a medical school, so I picked up their accent.
Beyond the Beastlands, what are you fighting? Taxes.
So I suppose the real question right now is who gets the bow?
Do they both want it? Like, do you both want it, or?
It is a long bow. I think Dirtle might be the only one capable of using it. Miss
I'll go
Liz.
with What do you
Yeah,
put in
he
the
does.
work?
Well, my skill set would be better suited for this bow laid down the line, and what's a man who summons an astral dog and a beehive next to his side? That's some same things. How do you want to take that? We can roll for it. If you gotta have the necklace of Ginselson, that might do you some good. I don't know which one.
Good. You can have the bow.
I'll take that.
Follow us on all major social media, Discord, Twitch, and as always, thank you for joining us, and we hope to see you again next week.